There were extraordinary scenes in the heart of Canberra as the Prime Minister and opposition leader were trapped inside a restaurant by angry protesters.
They had to be rescued by the riot squad as activists from a tent embassy nearby surrounded the building and brought an Australia Day ceremony to a frightening close.
In the middle of that wedge, Julia Gillard and Tony Abbott and a mad dash for the safety of a getaway car. The only thing between them and an angry, raging mob were police with shields. The Prime Minister, cradled by an officer, lost a shoe, stumbled slightly in the mayhem. A moment of terror captured here on Julia Gillard's face. Tony Abbott was pushed to the waiting car. When she got to the vehicle, you can see Julia Gillard shoved inside. And in a sign of the danger, the rear side of Mr Abbott bustled in beside her.
Get back! Stay back!
It was then the violence broke out as police tried to keep the protesters from the car and the car tried to get away. Finally, obviously shaken, the two leaders were sped to safety as police tried to beat back the surging crowd. Eventually, the police line held, the protesters backed away, the violence ended. On the 40th anniversary of the Aboriginal tent city, it was this comment by Tony Abbott in Sydney that sparked outrage in the capital.
I think it probably is time to move on from that.
Next door to the tent city celebrations at the Lobby restaurant, Mr Abbott and the Prime Minister were at an awards ceremony and the protesters found out. Julia Gillard and Mr Abbott and guests were virtual prisoners, surrounded and locked inside. This was a moment the Prime Minister's security told her it was time to get out.
Right, OK.
We feel that the situation could deteriorate if we're staying for too much longer.
OK, all right. Then what about Mr Abbott? Where you got him? Help him through too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Julia Gillard then spoke briefly to Mr Abbott.
I think it would be very easy for that glass to be smashed. Bad look for everyone. So would they like us to go straight away?
They'll let us know, but we'll just... no, I think I'm fine. We'll just put together when we're...
Sure.
OK, no problem.
As police reinforcements poured in and given little choice, our political leaders under siege took the risk and ran the gauntlet. The shoe the Prime Minister lost in the chaos is now in the protesters' possession, a trophy from a clash destined to become the image of Australia Day 2012.
Lane Calcutt joins us from just outside the tent embassy in Canberra. Now, Lane, have you ever seen anything like these scenes before?
No, I haven't, Andrew. Look, I've seen plenty of protests. Many of them have been violent. But to stand there and see the Prime Minister and the opposition leader locked in a room and then having to run for their own safety was not only quite extraordinary, it really was quite unnerving. Now, a short time ago, the Prime Minister was at another Australia Day function at the Lodge, and this is what she had to say about what happened this afternoon.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, the only thing that really kind of angers me about it is it disrupted such a wonderful event for great people. Emergency services medals, just amazing people.
And a short time ago, I should say that, to be fair to the protesters, only a small fraction of those who'd gathered here, hundreds who'd gathered here at the tent embassy today, were actually involved and violent in that protest. Andrew, Melissa?
All right, Lane, thank you.